Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever Series, the UK Series 3.5, whatever it is, where we wait for Transport Fever 2 and we do lots of things in the best UK way that we can. So UK engines, UK layouts, UK style colours, all that kind of thing. UK place names as well. Last time out we had a live stream, and on that live stream we created the station in Painswick and this station here in Burnham. Now, I was just thinking about the station we created in Burnham, and it was a nightmare to do this section here. That was a definite nightmare. It was also a nightmare to get the station in the first place. The question is, why didn't I just turn the station around? That would have been smart. Instead of having this, we could have just turned the entire station around. So, what we're going to be doing in this episode, first of all, is turning the station around, and then we are going to work out how to get this train station going over there to Beeston, and then this way to Wem and Buntingford. So this is going to be quite interesting. I think there's a fancy junction coming up, and that's going to allow us to perhaps, I feel like this is going to bridge out and maybe we can get something dropping down or something like that. We're going to make a really fancy junction, so make sure you stay tuned for the next episode to see that and figure out if it even works. So yeah, roll the intro. Okay, so with this being paused, the first thing I'm going to do is actually demolish this, because this was stupid. What a stupid, idiotic idea. Which idiot would do that? Then what we're going to do is I'm just going to work out what this was. So it was 6, 160, 90 mile per hour tracks, 1850 left, platform spacing 9 meters, PP default. That was fine. Curve direction, that's what we need to sort out. We're going to have to do, it'll be curve direction B, and curvature is going to be 5. Wait, no. That's it. That's what we're going to have to do. Okay, so we will demolish this and try again. Demolished, and let's go again. Oh, rubbish. What station was it? Generic station, right? Was that it? That wasn't it. Flexible station, that's what it was. There it is. That one right there. Could do the generic station. Does that give us an option for style of... No, it doesn't give us style. Fence style, fence color. Yeah, it doesn't give us that. Unfortunately, it does not give us a style for the actual train station, which is why we're using the flexible station instead. Right. So it was 6 tracks. Let's work this out. 6 tracks, 160. We're going to actually slow it down to 30 miles per hour into this. Now we could just do it like that, which is possible. However, we are going to swing this around, have it this way now, which means that we can actually have that going out, and we need to have a curvature on side B, curvature B, there we go. I think that's it. Can we tighten up the curvature? I think that might be too tight. That's a bit too tight. 6, maybe. 6 looks perfect. That looks like the curvature I should be expecting. Also, what would happen if I just pulled it slightly further back? That give us some options to mess around with things. I think we should probably leave it exactly. I think we should probably leave it exactly like this. I think anything else will cause issues. There we go. Still should have the could not connect all stations. Can you connect now? Yes, you can. Not 5, 3 perhaps. There we go. Okay, we're running once again. Sort of. Yes. Okay. Next up, what are we going to do? We are going to connect this road up. Right. No, we're not. We're going to smooth this. This is a mess. It's an absolute mess here. Now the problem is the AI are going to try and build something here. They are definitely going to try and build something. So I'm going to have to do something to work this out. But in the meantime, I'm going to create my lovely roads. This one? Was it this one? I'm going to see exactly how this is going to pan out. So if I were to create a road that was perfectly straight for a little bit, like so. Which one do I want? Motor vehicles? No, we'll do that one right there. There we go. And then, no, that's not. Yep, that's what I want. Perhaps no, that will do. Like so, and then, well, that's not quite the sort of road that I wanted. Let's try that again. So we know we went wrong. Perhaps a slight change in the curvature, like that, perhaps. That will do quite nicely. There we go. And where should we have the station? This side or this side? I feel like we should probably have the bus station. First of all, I feel like we should raise the ground, the terrain on this side, in order to establish our sort of plan to have the bus station where we're going to have it. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want those weird jagged edges. Exactly what we're getting here, actually. Oh, what a absolute nightmare. That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. I'll put some trees there. Right, let's get that bus station in. There we go. Like that. This is going to hopefully make it a lot easier for passengers to go to and fro from Burnham. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Autosave, don't do this. Don't do this to me. There we go. Okay. Right, now we have a station. Okay. Let's have a look at this. We've got 2 lines. Ah, it's already figured it out. Okay, it's figured it out. Let's do this one. Let's make sure this is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. And this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's done it. Okay, I don't. That's clever. It picked the one up that was on this side and decided, nope, I understand what you want. And look at that. Look how much neater that is. I cannot believe that I did what I did. There we go. I like these flat pavement streets. For now, anyway. They do look a lot nicer, in my opinion. In fact, if I change, I'm just going to change that lot to it. That looks lovely, and I think this is going to look great as trains start travelling along this and the town starts growing up the hill. Cleverly, it should be okay. Anyway, we've done that now. Let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to do this junction. So we've got the line sorted. We now need to figure out the junction. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks. Should be going sort of over that way to Wem. I need to see where we're going to put the station in Wem. The Buntingford doesn't matter at the moment. I mean, the station can go right there, actually. But in WEM it's going to be interesting because that's going to tell us how we come across that river. If we have it on this side, that'd be quite nice. Is that a mountain? It's a hill. What if I put a small station, one of these, and a small version of it, that way, thank you, in here. And we're not going to have 6 platforms, not at all. 4 platforms though, that makes sense. It's a tiny station, even an actually tiny station. Now 4 platforms, most trains will pass through, but we'll have occasional trains stopping in WEM. That's going to look brilliant. Okay, so that tells me that the station is going to go... Where's Buntingford? There. I'm going to stick the station in just temporarily, like that. And if I really did want to connect it up, let's go for our standard 100 mile per hour. 80, 90, 100, 90. Let me just see what happens. There's a tunnel. That's successful. Then we've got a bridge. And there we go. Alright, let's see what we have. Okay. We have a bridge the size of... What the... I'm not... I'll be honest, I'm not all too keen on that. There's got to be a better way for us. I like the idea, but I'm not... I'd rather it was down like that, as opposed to up there. I know it's not a huge difference, but it does make a difference on that side. In fact, it would be even better if it was down that low. That would be ideal. Although perhaps the train line going into a tunnel for so long is not. Okay. Perhaps the first order is to do this. Right, we don't want it flat. Let's actually have it dropping down a little. Not too much, just a little. So there we go. We've got the 2 lines dropping like that. So how far have we gone down? That's reasonable. I'd say that's reasonable. Now if we were to go across, we have bridge pillar collisions. But if we were to go across like that, there we go. That's not bad. Perhaps I can have it going slightly higher. Even keep it level like so. That is not bad. That's decent. It's not crazy, and that works. Okay, I can take a bridge like that, and then we've just got to work out how to get it to the station. But if I was to take that, that's a nice curvature on it as well. Nice high speed. There we go. It doesn't look crazy. It doesn't sort of... You'll see the train poking out the top of the tree, but you won't really see the top of the tree line. But it's not sort of disturbing the nature as such. I prefer that. Now the question is this tunnel. That's the question. How far does that tunnel go? An incredibly long amount. That's a long distance, that is. Okay. Can I not do that? Right, we're looking at cutting in regardless. We're going to have to cut in. I'm not keen on that idea. how early can we get out of this tunnel? Let's say I want to leave the tunnel there. That's reasonable, you see. I'll say that is reasonable for a tunnel. It's nothing too major. Doesn't cut in too much on either side. I like that as the tunnel. And let's try that. And on this side we've got plenty of space to do our crossings, and we should be okay. I say we should be okay, I'm not 100% certain. That looks like enough space, maybe. But basically I'll do another tunnel that does almost the exact same thing. There, that's what I would have to do, which is absolutely fine. Don't see any particular issues with that. Comes in at the same spot, comes out at the same spot. Perhaps I should have made it flat to ensure that they went in and came out at the exact same spot, but I think that's close enough. Something that you have sort of like King's Cross. There you go, you've got two coming in, two coming out. Now, where do they go to join this? Oh wait, that's fine. That's very uphill. That's very uphill. Right, that's what we're trying to avoid. That climb is... That's a climb. I mean, I can see that gradient. Even if I just did this, you can just see what that gradient is. It doesn't even... It literally does not even like it with the highest potential gradient you can... That is the highest gradient you can have. And it doesn't like it. Okay. Change of plans then. I still want to do this. Perhaps... Perhaps lift the railway up a tad more. Perhaps from there, the same thing. Well, no, that's the exact same downward slope. No, I don't want that. I also don't want that. Okay. Maybe not so much a downward slope then. That's essentially doing the exact same thing. Alright, let's lift it up ever so slowly and try and figure out where we're looking. Try and aim it in the right direction as well. Roughly. That's a lot higher up the slope already. So that's a positive. And perhaps instead of it coming out like that, maybe we can sort of ease that slope downwards a tad. I guess, I mean, that's not great. Still not great, but it's not horrible. So I shall take it. Alright, let's see what you can do there. There you go. Slight change of plans. That's our original initial plan. Hey look, now we've got a clearing. I'll probably fill that up with trees again. Okay, and now, what do we have? Nothing much better. In fact, that's a lot worse. Oh, this junction is killing me, this is. Okay. I said I would try and pop this back. There we go. If we had the downhill directly from here, how would you like that? You would not like it. Okay. New problem. New plan, perhaps. What if... I'm afraid I'm going to have to demolish the entire tunnel. Go away, tunnel. I really should use the planning tool. Okay. Same angle, same approach. However, it now stays flat. So where will it come out if it stays flat? There. No, that's exactly the same. No, it's slightly lower. In fact, it's a lot lower. Perhaps. See, and then it does that. That's the issue. If I connect it there, it just wants to tunnel immediately, which I do not want. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that, and then how much further down has that actually gone? It's not a huge drop, but perhaps it's significant. Or significant enough. So what we do is we take that out like that. Yeah, because if you look, actually, looking at that, that is a fairly significant drop. Look at that. That is quite a lot lower. I mean, you're talking 3 meters. You've dropped about 9 foot. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then from there we just sort of immediately start lowering it. See what comes out. Well, that comes out. I have a feeling there's going to be no way of avoiding this aside from a super ginormous tunnel or an uphill viaduct, which is something I really do not want to do. I find the idea terrible. What would it look like if I did try and bring it up from here, say, and over to here? Just as a... trying to see what it is. Yeah, that's too high. That is... looking at it from this side, if we just stop there... no. Doesn't help. There you go. Right there. Stop right there. There you go. That just shows you the height difference. No, that's not going to work. That is utterly... that's just ugly. Okay, so I guess... we're stuck with a massive cut. Let's take it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. Try and get this to come out in a similar fashion. Like so. Terrain alignment collision, need not worry. I shall fix it. I saw a point where it worked. There it is. Yep, I will take it. I will then do the exact same thing. And this time connect to you. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's bring that up a little bit and then do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, it's not great. I say great, but it's really not what I want. Really is not what I want. Okay, the next one should be fine to follow along, and then this one should be similarly fine to follow along. Okay, that's great. Now all we've got to do is work out what happens on the opposite side, which is over here. How do these join up? I suppose what we'll do is we will have them come out until the sort of straighter area like that. Doesn't matter what's on that side. We're going to connect them all up into one big lump anyway. There we go. That's not perfect. You go there and you go there. Okay, that's better. And then, ta-da, and... no, ta-da. It hasn't exactly done what I wanted it to do perfectly, but it's good. It'll do. It'll do. Maybe we could put some nice trees in the middle. Why did I say trees like that? Trees. Not threes, trees. Okay. Now on this side, we will loop this around and join that up like so. And then we'll go ahead and join this one up in a similar fashion. There we go, perfect. Smoothing tool now comes out to sort out this part of the world. Congratulations, you have been smoothed. And then run along in extreme disappointment at this part. Maybe it's not too bad. I mean, it is a drop. You're looking from 147 meters. Let's say, yeah, 147 meters there to 154 meters. That's a drop. That is a drop. We've got 7 meters down. And so, how many yards? How many feet would that be? About 25 foot drop. It's about the height of a house, I think. An average UK house, I think, would be about that height or thereabouts. That's the kind of drop that we've got going on. But unfortunately, the only other way was to have a really ugly stone bridge that just towered over everything. I really don't fancy things that tower over things massively. I'm not a fan. I'm sure people have realised this, but I'm not a huge fan of monstrosities that tower over other things. It just looks a bit ugly to me. Get rid of that. Okay, so what we've managed to do so far is create the loop that goes that way. Our next goal is to create the one that goes over to Beeston. This side should be easy. This side, not so easy. This is going to be interesting. And I think that's going to have to wait for the next episode. So let's go ahead and take a picture of what we've got so far, which isn't terribly horrible, but I'm going to do that, and maybe this episode will be called I don't know, Mainline Junction Part 1. There you go, Mainline Junction Part 1. And in Part 2 we will actually get the branch line over to Beeston, which is going to have another tiny station, get this over to Buntingford, and hopefully actually have this running, which should be good fun. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever, the UK series where we wait for Transport Fever 2. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Transport Fever, where we will finish off this part of the line and hopefully get this looking somewhat representable or representative of what I sort of had envisioned, which actually wasn't quite this. I sort of envisaged it in a different way, but this is probably better. So there you go. You saw it here first, you saw a better version of what I thought in the first place. That is a massive uphill. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.